We're going in. Get tactical, Marines!
The boys.
Autobots. Go hit him! Spartans!
The Brews.
Drink up the ale! He's been thirsty!
The Nerds.
Well, technically,
Max.
Oh yeah, it was totally blackout drunk.
Boba Fett is the best pound-for-pound fighter.
Justin.
Grand.
Judgment time.
3 beers starts now.
Hey, nerds. Welcome back to another episode of 3BD, the podcast where we talk about all our favorite nerdy shit while sipping on some brews with the boys. I'm Justin. I'm here with Max.
I had a joke. Or, you know what? It ties in, kind of. You guys ever take a shit, then like a few minutes later you go back and you're like, wow, it still smells terrible in here. I'm going to take a shower to get rid of that smell.
I mean, usually it lines up that way for me. Like if I'm gonna shit, I'm gonna try to do it before my shower, you know?
Well, who takes an after shower
So, like,
shit?
I'm just saying, like, well, yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, it happens. You can't avoid it. But then you just get back in the shower.
Yeah.
You know, just at least to wash your
Just
ass,
to
right?
restart.
Like,
Yeah.
fuck,
Restart
at least
the
restart
day.
from the waist down, you know,
Yep.
just wash all that down. Okay, nice, we're in business. But, yeah, I mean, usually I'm like, it's after dinner. I'm like, ugh, nice and full. Just take a shit, and then that's when I shower. I'm just like, all right, and that's my shower time, I guess. You know,
All right.
my showers are based around the shits. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Unless it's like the old morning glory shit. I'm not a morning shower guy.
Yeah,
Really?
me either.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Well, fuck you. And
I
Stu's
feel
here.
like hey,
Stu's
hi.
here.
I feel like I have to. You know, it just wakes me up in the morning. Otherwise, I just don't want to get out of bed. I'm like, if I get in the shower, I'm just like, all right, I guess I'm awake. Just,
Yeah.
I go to a job where I get very dirty. So
yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah,
true.
you'd have to shower like twice a day,
Yeah.
and I mean,
That's just
I guess
obnoxious.
you can, but I have, but not
Yeah.
every day.
if I'm on like a vacation, I'm just like, I'll take fucking 45 showers a day.
Yeah, you got to stay a little dirty sometime, you know?
Yeah.
Helps your immune system and shit like that,
Yeah.
right?
Science.
Some mud in the wounds. What?
Well, you know, only if you have nothing else to stop the bleeding. Yeah, then I guess.
Yeah.
What are we drinking today, boys?
I'm copying Stu with his low calorie thing, even though I have way less self control. I'm doing this Sunny D.
Hey,
Sunny.
he's back.
Sunny D. What's this one? Orange strawberry.
Yeah. What do you
Vodka
think?
seltzer. It's actually a lot better than that fucking
Right?
Vizzy bullshit.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up because guess what I'm drinking? The Vizzy.
That Vizzy bullshit.
This is a raspberry one, a little better than that orange one. That orange one was just. That was. We talk about
I think-
the static of. You
Well,
know,
that's what those are. Those are like those pure fucking bullshit seltzers where it's just a mouthful of static with
Yeah.
just that fucking orange
yeah,
orange
it's,
creamsicle.
it's not great, but it's fair. Whatever, it's fine. Anyway, what you got over there?
Another Michelob.
There we go.
Got a 12 or a 24 pack, so
Just
there's a
chisel.
lot in the fridge downstairs. So just every day.
Chisel away.
You gotta pull them out sideways. They're laying down nice, you know, in like a pyramid style, you know, because it's in the mini fridge, so it's just stacked real nice. I'm just pulling them out, nice, every week. All right,
No, speaking of taking shits, we're talking about.
hold it. We need to go over the rules
Damn
first.
Let's jump on the gun.
Rule number one:
Sorry,
everything
sorry.
here is a joke. Don't take us seriously. We're a bunch of dumbasses, all
I
right?
was doing a good segue.
Well, it fucking wasn't. I mean, it was/wasn't. Number two: we're always right. It's our fucking show. If you don't like it, email us at where at, Stu?
3 Beer Seed Podcast, all spelled out at gmail.com.
That's right. Or on TikTok, comment anywhere. Tell us how wrong we are.
3BD Podcast.
We're not going to care, but like we're open for debate.
But we are always right, so there's
Yeah,
no arguing it. I mean,
exactly.
we'll listen, but
Yeah, we'll listen. Yeah, exactly. We'll listen, but yeah. And number three,
I'm not listening to shit.
drink along with us as you listen or watch. So go check out YouTube, 3BD Podcast. If if you want to watch, if you're only listening.
That's right.
Today, what's the segues?
No, it's too late now.
All right.
Soiled it.
Speaking of shits, there we go.
Today, we're continuing our Fant4stic 4 series with the 2015 reboot, Fant4stic, directed by Josh Trank, released by 20th Century Fox on August 4th, 2015. It stars Miles Teller, which, okay. And as Reed Richards.
He has a punchable face.
Kinda.
Yeah. I can see
Kinda.
that. I can see that.
I think the ladies like him. A lot of ladies tend to be like, "Oh, Miles Teller." Yeah, all right, whatever. Michael B.
Never.
Jordan as Johnny Storm. Now the ladies really like Michael B. I mean, it's a good looking dude as Johnny Storm, which is kind of odd choice. Kate Mara as Sue Storm.
This is where they went weird. Like,
I agree.
if you're gonna change the race of Johnny, why not change the race of Sue also?
I think
mean,
you
at the
kind of
mo-
have to.
In the movie, like, yeah, we adopted her, but like, fucking, you know that people are just like, oh, bull!
Yeah, because like
just making them black in general is gonna piss people off, which I mean, I suppose it shouldn't, but also that's what I mean.
in that character, I think it shouldn't, because like I don't think Johnny Storm's character has ever been tied to like his race.
No.
Like how some.
I was gonna say that like Michael B. Jordan, he is kind of like that cocky, like he plays a lot of cocky characters. So I think he could have done a great Johnny Storm if the writing was better.
Yes, and it's like it's a valid criticism when it changes. Like if you were to make Magneto black, I think it changes a lot of things, a lot more things than you think it does. Like
His history of the character. And
yeah, like
stuff
if you
and-
want to change that, then that's fine. But it's a new Magneto at that point, or like they kind of like get caught up in some of that shit.
right.
But like this is a perfect character, I think, to do it. But yeah, you fumbled it when you didn't change
It's
Sue's, because
yeah.
now you have to make up a whole nother storyline where it's like, why is that even necessary? And whatever. Because same with her. Like I don't think her race has ever been like part of her character.
I don't think race has been part of like most comic book characters.
Well, I mean, like Luke Cage or like
yeah, I guess that's
Ironheart. Like some of these characters are like Black Panther. Like, come on, man.
All right, well, yep, fumbled that one.
There's so many. There's so many.
I guess I was more talking about like the white characters. Or...
There are just certain ones that, like,
Besides-
if you were to change to white, like some you probably could. I'm sure you could find some. Nick Fury. I mean, he's been white and black, multiple iterations. Green Lantern. You could find a white one, a black one, a fucking,
Well, those are also different. Green
different
Lanterns.
characters, which is fine. That's another version of like what we're talking about, like
Yeah.
the race swapping kind
And
of thing.
especially with Johnny, because he's literally on fire most of the time. So it's like you can't even see him. He's just fire. So like, who cares what's underneath? Like he's a fire dude. I don't know.
They were inviting trouble by doing this.
Correct.
These stupid assholes.
Then we got Jamie Bell as Ben Grimm.
That was an interesting choice.
Yeah, naked thing.
We're not there yet. Spoiler. God.
Toby Kebbell
Yep.
as
Yeah.
Victor Von Doom, and Tim Blake Nelson, the leader from Captain America: Brave New World. Like the Ballad of Buster Scruggs guy,
Buster Scruggs.
You never seen that? It's pretty good. It's like a Western comedy, like
Oh.
bunch of little shorts that are put together.
He was in Holes too, wasn't he? He was one of the counselors at Holes.
Was he really?
I don't think I've seen Holes either.
Yeah, dude, he totally was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's been in a lot of weird shit here and there. He plays a government official who was supposed to be Mole Man.
What?
Yeah, it was an early draft. He was supposed to be Mole Man.
Mole Man. Oh my god. It has a runtime of 100 minutes and had a budget of $120 million.
Get ready for this one though.
Oh boy.
Grossed $167.9 million. Oof.
That's not good.
56 million of that was U.S.
So
domestic.
only 56 million in the U.S.
That's a bad beat.
That's not good.
That's a bad beat. Holy crap. It was a box office failure, or as they say in the industry, a flop. It tanked.
It's a weird way to consume. Or a flop.
Well, technically.
I was like in the documentaries or something where it's like, and then it flopped. Like,
So good. Glad you got that. Resulting in the planned sequel being canceled and the rights being sold to Disney in 2019, which Probably looks like it's gonna turn out pretty fucking good. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's got
Don't
some
want
low
to put
bars.
too much on it, but man,
Low bars.
it really does. It doesn't have to beat out a lot when it comes to it, but it looks pretty good. It looks on point. Trank got the job based on his work on Chronicle.
Do you guys remember that movie with like the teenagers that got their powers? It was like that real like grounded. Who was that? The new Green Goblin from the
was
Andrew Garfield one.
something Dahan.
Dane DeHaan.
Dane
Yeah.
DeHaan.
Yeah.
He was in it. Michael B. Jordan was in it. Even.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
fucking
A couple other
was.
people were in it.
I feel like this director just likes Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that's how he was the one that directed that.
Damn. That's pretty cool. I mean, that movie was good,
Yeah.
but it wasn't groundbreaking or anything, but it was good. You know, I think it was shot first person too, like with the
And like the
camera
found
mode.
footage stuff too. And,
Yeah, found footage. Right? He was a young new director that had a promising career. Insert Palpatine line here.
We'll be watching your career with great interest.
There it is. And he was even tied to standalone Boba Fett film back before Disney buyout. So
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, there was a standalone Boba in the works, and then
You might have been like thankful for the Book of Boba Fett after that one, maybe. You know, like,
I
I don't know, man. He's had what 2 movies, and one's a huge flop, and one was like kind of like an unknown. Like,
Has he been in any movies since then?
I don't know.
I'm sure he's got some stuff.
Yeah.
So the film rights were going away unless a new film was made. So the studio rushed to get this one off the ground and have a starkly different tone than the MCU. Trank had issues with the studio and the cast. Jamie Bell and Katamara hated working on the set.
Katamara?
Okay, sorry, typo.
Oh, I'm not reading the script.
Hated working on the set, but did end up falling in love on set and got married. Which
What?
is fucking wild, dude.
Yep.
What a fucking what a twist. M. Night Shyamalan. The cast's hair, facial hair, and looks change scene to scene because there were so many reshoots. Oh my god! So
It
it's
was
like,
ridiculous.
just like
dude.
Captain America: Brave New World. Trank reportedly nearly got into a fist fight with Miles Teller on set.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
And Miles Teller's like a big guy too. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", so it's like damn. And right before the release, he tweeted that there's a good version of this movie, but the studio messed with it too much, and now we'll never see it. So he just snidered it. He's looking for a trank cut of the Fant4stic.
Can you say he tranquilized it?
Oh,
Got him.
So stupid.
we don't even need to continue the show. That's perfect ending right there. We'll see you. No. Just end the show there. All right. There were just so many issues with the movie. With all that drama out of the way, let's dive into this. I fucking guess. I didn't even watch this dumb movie, so I guess I'm going to rely on you two guys for
Aren't
this.
you the one always saying you got to watch something before you judge it? Gotcha, bitch.
Fair.
Touche.
I got him.
You got me. Zoom in on that.
The look of shame. Just like,
Hey.
ooh.
I guess I'll just take the beginning so that it's right out of the way. And
I mean, I'm going to be making a lot of comments this entire time.
that's
so.
perfectly fine
Yeah.
with me because I don't even know what happens. It just looked so dumb. Like Doom's fucking makeover, everything about it.
We'll
was
get
just like
there.
a huge turnoff for me. So opens with the 20th Century Fox logo.
And you're really going to the very beginning.
Well, there's
The
only
F
one reason.
lingers in the light.
Yeah.
Might be the best part of the movie.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
That's the only they do that with the X-Men movies. It'll linger on the X and
Yeah.
Fox, and
When the lights are like
Yeah.
going back and forth.
yeah, so it does that with the F. So because it's Fantastic Four, get it?
Or are they saying F you?
Yeah, that could be it too.
Could be. So open on Oyster Bay, where young Reed Richards talks to his class.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to be the first teleporter, not space explorer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is weird.
He's like, I want to be the first person to teleport something. What's that dude? All right.
That
so
sentence genuinely confused me. I'm like,
I'm just going to,
I want to teleport.
right off the rip, I'm going to say this is literally just like a movie of fucking cliches because it's him as a kid and everyone's like, you're not going to be loser.
You fucking nerd.
The teacher's like, I'm failing you because that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. That's even the next bullet point.
Yeah, I knew I was cutting something off.
The teacher makes fun of him, saying, will that be by your flying car? Because
fantastic car. Making fun of things in the comic books.
Yeah.
They love making fun of things in the comic books.
a young Ben Grimm is in his class,
Uh-huh.
and then we see Ben at his home, changed from his.
Yancey Street.
Oh yeah, that's right. He is. There's like a whole big thing is that he's always on Yancey Street,
And this one, they're just like,
fuck that.
What is Yancey? Is that
It's
like?
just in New York.
Oh,
it
okay.
was one of the writers. I don't know if it was Stanley or the other or Kirby, but somebody lived on Delancey Street in New York,
Oh.
and then so they like based it off of their
It
childhood.
can't be
growing
downtown because those are all like numbered streets, and then there's like what Broadway and like.
I've never been
Yeah.
to New York, so I'm not going to comment on it.
No
You know
idea.
how possessive people, New York people are.
Hey,
Oh, they don't know the streets.
Oh, you fucking not know! Yeah.
I'm over here at 36 and 6th. What are these guys talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like east-west numbers, and that's like there's a couple named streets. Like I don't know, Carriage Street.
I'm from Dick Suck Avenue.
whoa, easy, buddy. Watch where you're going.
I'm walking in. I
Gotta.
saw a fucking clip of someone in New York, like somebody from not from New York, is in New York, and he said that, and like an actual New Yorker's like, we don't fucking say that.
You stop fucking talking like that, fucking whoop your ass. You're just like, ooh, whoa. It is funny. Just, fuck you. Good morning. Fuck you. All right. All right, so let's get on to Yancey Street there. So, yeah, they changed it from that. So, no more Yancey Street. So, you.
Yeah, they also make his, or I'm assuming we're coming up on it, but I'm just going to cut you off. They make his little tagline, clobbering time, and they give it a very dark turn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's right here. His brother beats
the shit out of him.
beats him up and says, it's clobbering time. So, the thing's catchphrase is now tied to his childhood trauma, which is just.
Well, that's fun, isn't it?
It's supposed to be like comics are supposed to be like this fun thing and stuff, and just and this whole
Child
movie
abuse.
is just
Clobbering time. It's child abuse time.
Well, it's like they're sectioned off in comics, right? Like you have Punisher. You want to go read a Punisher comic, get a little darker, but like you're reading Fantastic Four, like it's not supposed to be like this dark, deep thing. Like it's supposed to be fun, family, fighting together. I don't know, cool, stupid, like just rock guy, stretchy guy.
Yeah, fire guy and invisible lady.
Yeah, like come on, this is it. It's not that deep with this version because, like I said, it's like, and then you get like a Thunderbolts, like you get like little snippets of like darker tales. That's fine.
I blame Nolan for all this dark and gritty shit. Fuck you, Nolan.
but it worked for the Dark Knight because that's what the character
I
is.
know.
Yeah,
That's the thing, but for some reason, it's like, whoa, he just made a bunch of money. Everything dark. Everything gritty. Fuck the world.
Darker, even grittier. You're like, whoa, dude.
The screen's pitch black. Superman.
Like there was still some fantastic stuff in that Nolan series of Batman. You know, like, it wasn't like all just realism. Like
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, it matched the character. But
Batman
then,
kicks a fucking brick wall with his busted knee and it like blows out. Like, come on.
that doesn't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, there's so many areas where you're like, whatever. Back on to the Fant4stic. The Fant4stic.
I don't like that first T. Stop saying it.
Yes, sir. Ben's mom beats up Ben's brother. So
Child
just a
abuse.
bunch of
the
abuse.
chain of screaming, you know, it's just the chain of beating.
I hate your brother.
Clobber.
If she fucking said that. It's clobber time. Jesus Christ.
Clobbering time is just genetic.
Everybody's
says it.
getting clobbered, dude. You see her father clobbering time, his dad clobbering.
It's just like some ancient old man, like a fucking wheelchair, motorized. He's like, clobber.
clobbering. He's hitting him with a rock club.
What?
All right, that was dumb. The whole show's dumb.
We're trying to make light of this terrible, terrible movie.
Yeah, it's true.
Because there's not a lot of fun in this movie.
There's not. There's almost none.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Ben sees Reed in the scrapyard looking for stuff. So the boys team up, head back to Reed's garage. And then Reed teleports a toy car and is replaced with some gravel. Like, how does he do it? Like with a machine? Or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he builds this machine in his garage. And,
It blacks out a bunch of the city.
yeah.
Jeez. Damn. So, cut to 7 years later in high school science fair. And Reed and Ben are still working on
Shit's
this
so fucking stupid.
machine, and their elementary teacher is still there for some reason. Like, why are we in elementary school?
He's up in the high school now.
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess, is that how teacher promotions work?
Apparently.
You teach older kids.
You're in the big leagues now. Come
It's
on
just
up.
like Boy Meets World. Like, you ever remember that
Oh,
show
yeah,
where
that
he,
fucking
like,
teacher.
Mr. Feeney
Every
just is like
fucking year.
every year is teaching them? Like,
What if he was just being held back the entire time?
they're just in 7th grade the whole time. Damn. Like, kindergarten to 12, like, just same guy.
Yep.
What the fuck? College, I think, even. He was a college professor, Mr. Feeney. All right, no one is impressed except for Franklin Storm and his adopted daughter, Sue.
Yeah, that's another insane thing. The dude teleports a fucking plane away and comes back, and they're just like, this isn't a fucking magic fair, and even if it's not a magic fair, a dude teleported and brought back a plane. That would be insane. Just like, how the fuck did you do that? Instead, they're just like, lame, go fuck yourself. You guys fail again. Eat a dick.
Oh, good for you.
Pretty much. That's basically what they did.
Yeah, I just teleported something, ass. So, yeah, another unrealistic fucking thing. So, we see the Baxter building. Cool. Reed and Sue chat in the library. Okay.
Yeah, I think what he shows her a Moby Dick book.
Whoa.
No, it's not.
Whoa.
What was the other one?
Oh, no, it's not about
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea,
Yeah.
right?
Oh.
I love this book. You ever hear of it? Like, yeah. I don't even read books and I've heard of it.
Who hasn't heard of it?
Seriously, that's
And she's in fucking nerd school. And he's like, oh, you ever hear about this book? She's like, fucking, yeah, loser, go
Yeah, you
away.
fucking idiot.
The only reason I bring that up is because like a tiny
Fuck
detail
off,
that comes
loser.
back later, but like it's really
Yeah.
not that important.
All right, so you see...
Fuck off.
Fuck off, loser. All right, so Franklin goes to meet Victor Von Doom to bring him in, on this teleportation project. Kind of
Well,
like...
he said it's like, he started the project. And then he's bringing him back. Even though, like, I think the same old Stearns guy is like, he sucks. Or like, he's violent or some shit.
Literally, you stink.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he does because again, another cliche thing. He's just a super smart guy with a bunch of computers all around, but he looks dirty and haggard.
Yeah.
He's got like a long beard and long hair. And he's like, clean yourself up. And then, of course,
Wipe
next
yourself off, man. You did.
scene, shows up later in the movie, looking all leather jacket and cool guy, cool smart guy.
Hey.
Huh?
The cool
Cool
smart guy.
Hey. Well, you wouldn't be smooth about it, You're smart.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're the cool smart guy.
No. Like, that was me. I mean, if you want to,
No,
want to call me that.
that's why I was making this face.
Yeah, I mean, we are all dumbasses, so
Yeah.
I don't think there's any smart guys here. Maybe we're cool to some people. Probably not, though. Yeah, real cool guys. We're awesome.
You're making it worse.
All right, back to the Fant4stic.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
I'm keeping it now. See how far this goes.
It's gonna end the podcast.
Just, ooh, you just hear the mic, that like mic screeching. And that's it. Just Stu, get off him! Get off him!
You're hurting my
No!
neck.
You said it again! Boom! Boom!
Say the T. Say the T. Fant4stic. As the knife's driven in.
I won't say it. All right, that was a fun sidetrack. Usually they get a little bit more unhinged than that. So, where was I? Let's find our spot here.
We just met Victor.
Oh yeah, so the team works on. Oh yeah, you see him using a headset to open doors and windows, foreshadowing his powers.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put that together.
I have seen this clip. I've seen clips of this movie. I've seen this clip of him just doing that stupid shit.
Yeah.
The team works on sending a drone, through the teleporter. It works, and we see Earth 0.
Oh, yeah, there's just like a whole science montage of them all being like...
It's not even like a cool montage. It's just like
It's like tapping computers.
Typing on shit.
One of them's like writing something, another one reaches over and erases it.
So
Whoa,
it's not like
science.
it's not like Banner and Stark when they're figuring out Ultron.
I don't think
No,
so.
Because that was a cool science montage.
I don't even think they're like. I don't think you hear them talking. I think it's just them. Just like,
Oh my god, that face was priceless.
I don't even know what the fuck they said here. That's what they're doing.
Dude. You have to like drive home just how stupid it is. Like the scene
Yeah.
is, So I get it.
Yeah, and they fire the thing off with a monkey in it.
Yeah,
Comes
well-
back, no fucking problems. They're
Yeah.
just fucking science whizzes at this point. Like,
Crazy.
not a single fucking problem.
And Earth Zero is supposed to be the negative zone,
Yeah,
which
well-
I mean, whatever. Were they even like trying to tie it into any other Marvel stuff, or was this meant to just be standalone?
I think it's
Yeah.
just standalone.
Yeah, which is a mistake. I think at this point you gotta
Well,
connect it now.
Well, who had the rights?
It was, well, this is Fox still.
Yeah, so Fox had the rights, so they couldn't tie it to any MCU shit.
X-Men stuff would be the only thing that you could do. But the funny thing that you bring that up, we'll touch. I guess I could touch on it when it actually comes up. But this Earth Zero or whatever, the director wanted to tie this together with his old movie, the Chronicle movie. He's like, I want these to be connected. They're like,
What?
no. What do you mean no? And he just did it anyway. And like in the negative zone or Earth Zero or whatever, eventually you see like some floaty stuff around there. And that was the same floaty stuff that made the kids superheroes in the Chronicle movie. I'm like, you son of a
That's ridiculous.
just shoved it in there, and even though I said no.
Come on, man.
It's fucking stupid.
Come on, man.
That's why you don't hire young people. Wait, what?
Or just don't hire people who are like. You're not a comic book fan if you make this movie, right?
Oh, no.
Like you can't be. Like maybe you liked
Or
one character,
maybe-
but you just don't understand it.
Maybe the studio just like was putting way too much into it, like trying to be like to be dark and gritty, and he's like, but what? I mean, I know nothing about. What the fuck is
Yeah.
this guy's
There
name?
was
Josh Trank.
Trank, yeah.
There was a lot of issues, I guess. So.
Yeah.
We
There
were
was
talking about it earlier.
Yeah, and there was some like rumors that he wanted to like expand on Doom's stuff, and like there was other plans, and like we talked about his tweet that like I made a good version of this. So like,
I kind of doubt it.
yeah, I don't know. You never know. Studios do mess shit up a lot, but also I don't know. You think you could have made something better than this, even if you didn't like the material they gave you. But
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
then give me the cut, dude. Like, what do you mean? There's a better movie. Release the script, dude. Like, put your money where your fucking mouth is. Like, I feel like Snyder did it. Like, not that he's like the greatest or anything, but like, I feel like it saved that movie. The Snyder cut was way better.
Also, 2.5 hours longer.
Craziness.
Yeah.
Because of the slow mo. Like an hour of slow mo alone.
Yeah.
But
That's how you pad the runtime.
he put his money where his mouth was. He's like, dude, this was better. Like than Joss Whedon's. I'm telling you. They're like, boom, here.
All right.
Okay, boom, do it. You release the script, Trank. Show us. You want to tweet it, Big Billy Badass. Fucking
Just talking shit to this fuck.
yeah. I hope he sees it. He's never gonna, but I hope he does.
Yeah, no chance in hell.
Fuck. Hashtag Trank.
Tranquilize this. What?
The movie got tranked, like you said earlier. Fuck. So then we meet, or actually, sorry, jumping ahead here. So Victor doesn't want our world to have, jumping ahead.
Yep.
So they think it's a whole new world with resources that, in the negative zone there. Resources they can use, of course. So, is it unobtainium?
No.
Oh, it's the wrong movie.
So stupid.
So Victor doesn't want our world to have it, and Sue calls him Dr. Doom.
Oh yeah, he's being like all depressed. He's like, this world is gonna die anyway, so why would we try to save it? She's like, all right, Dr. Doom. Because that's his name in the comics.
Yeah. That's another clip that I have seen, and it's so like, and it's like on like a cringe reel where people are like some of the worst lines, and
Yeah.
all right, Dr. Doom, like where they're doing like the title of the hero is said. I'm like, there's like 3 of them in this movie. I feel like alone.
Like I said, it's just a movie of fucking cliches. At least the cliches of that time, where like they're basically making fun of the source material because like, that's silly, Doctor Doom.
So dumb.
I hate it.
It's like, yeah, he's gonna call himself that
Yeah.
proudly. Yeah, I'm fucking Doctor Doom. Tell me I'm not.
I don't even know. Does Doctor Doom call himself Doctor Doom, or does he just always call himself Doom?
Yeah.
Probably Doom.
I think he just calls himself Doom.
I wonder who called him Doctor Doom. Stan Lee?
Yeah,
Oh.
probably.
I mean, that was probably just like the title of the comic. Like, oh, Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. Because it was written in the fucking, like, 50s.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then everybody had to have a ridiculous moniker.
He just has a PhD. That's all it means.
A PhD in Doom.
In Doom. He definitely does. So now we meet Johnny Storm, and he's drag racing, which pretty cool. I mean, pretty.
No, because he sucks. His car blows up. And he crashes it. He's not even good at it. And then, I'm going to jump right ahead here for a second. His dad's like, oh, Johnny, you're so smart. Why are you doing this? Come work for me. With how smart you are, you could build anything. His car just blew up that he built himself. Blew the fuck up and crashed.
Damn.
And then for some reason, his dad's like, hey, come work on this interdimensional portal. You fucking idiot.
Is Johnny Storm supposed to be like super smart in this movie too?
Why would
he
they
be
say he
working
can
on
just
the-
build anything? So I don't fucking know.
What the fuck does that even mean? I can build anything too. Is it gonna work? Oh, you build me a fucking castle. I could do it. It's not gonna be great.
Don't touch it; it'll fall over.
Yeah, what the fuck? What do you want it made out of? I'll make it out of whatever you want. Like,
Make it out of my own shit.
what the fuck? You build anything. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I think they are trying to make it seem like he's at least super smart. No, fucking no.
Okay.
This movie sucks. So
So he has a fire flower from Mario in his cart.
It's hanging in his windshield.
oh, I didn't even see it.
Yeah. So, cause get it? It gives Mario fire powers.
Yeah, I get
and
it.
now he gets fire powers.
Oh, I get it.
Unbelievable.
It's just such a random Easter egg, man. Like,
Is it an Easter egg or foreshadowing?
I don't fucking know.
Because we don't know what's gonna happen later in the movie.
So he breaks his arm and is then brought back into the family science business. So yeah, you know
Nepotism.
how you are.
Yeah.
You know, just brought
Happens
back
every
into
day.
the science, the business of science. Yeah,
Business science.
making money.
We're in the
off
family
of
business.
Science.
That's science.
Family. All right. Does anybody need a respite, or are we good?
Well, we could keep going.
I'm
Just
good.
look right at me. Anybody need a
Hey,
respite?
fuck off. This is the first episode of the night. I'll be fine.
All right, someone take over for me
I
because
can
I
take
don't
the
know
middle.
what the fuck's even going on anymore in this movie.
Yep.
So far, nothing's happened.
No, just intros.
Johnny's
and
broken
dumb
his
stuff.
arm, and Doctor Doom got called his
Honestly,
name.
I mean, I think we're probably like half an hour into the movie at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What a wonderful start.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, we'll start with some officials come in, and the Fantastic Four group and Doom. They're arguing about how they shouldn't let government people get involved in this science exploration that they're trying to do in this.
Well, yeah,
other
because
world.
like their whole plan was like, we're gonna be the first ones to go.
Mm-hmm. And then the boys decide to get drunk.
Hell yeah.
The boys.
Not because Sue's not involved. It's
Yeah.
just the boys.
The boys are back in town.
Yep.
Oh boy, I feel sneeze coming on.
Uh-oh.
Look at the light.
But doesn't that make it worse?
Shovel.
It makes
wheelbarrow.
me sneeze.
Trench.
Trench.
Trank.
Shit.
I think I deleted
Nice.
it.
Congratulations.
A little stuffed up now, but
That happens.
I'm not sneezing on mic. I go.
But yeah, so boys get drunk, and Reed decides to call his old friend Ben to join them on this test run of a teleportation device.
Just straight up risking his life. Like, hey, we've never sent humans through this thing to a completely different dimension. Why don't you just hop on a train, come on out to New York. We're all gonna go fucking fuck off to Planet Zero.
We're gonna go on a little trip, family
To
trip
A new dimension.
to Wally World. You know,
This movie's stupid.
And yeah, so all five join the test run, just like in the old Fantastic Four movies. Like
Oh, wait, hold
Doom
on.
is with them, unlike the comics. So I don't know why they kept that trope, but
Well, no, Sue wasn't with him. Did you say that? Did you...
Oh, yeah, I thought she was. in
No,
this part.
she's not with him.
Oh,
yeah,
she's
because the boys are
That's
out.
right.
Yeah,
It's
the boys aren't out. They're in the lab getting drunk. And then I love how I'm assuming top secret, and they're like they're fucking hammered. Reed goes down to like the security guard, the one security guard, and he's like, Ben walks and he's like, oh, that's cool, he's with me. And there's like, all right, whatever, go
Come on in.
This interdimensional transport.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
So, yeah, they for some reason, maybe it's because she like works on something that I.
Well, she's just fucking off on a computer
Yeah.
somewhere. Because you
Anyway.
know how scientists are. They're just always on computers, 24/7.
And that's how you solve everything. It's just like,
This man's playing Galaga. Thought he wouldn't see, but we did.
so they arrive on Earth Zero, and this is where I was, gonna mention that the director wanted to shove his other movie in there. So yeah, fun. And Victor comes out and he says, "I made it, not we made it."
Oh, it's like he's some kind of cocky fuck.
That's right. So they try to plant the flag, but the ground cracks, and we see some green glow coming out of the
Whoa.
ground.
Whoa!
So they continue down this little valley cliff thing and stuff.
Yeah, they're
And,
like, we're gonna be here for 5 minutes. Then they go fucking rappelling down a mountain.
So, like, they're getting their powers from the negative zone in this story?
I don't know.
Guess we'll find out. And, yeah, I think they like.
I don't wanna.
No.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, they go down in this valley, and then they I don't know. I think Victor says something like it's what do you
It's like, I could. The power's alive. I could feel it.
yeah, it's
'Cause,
like reacting to me or something.
When you see a giant puddle of glowing green energy, you're just like, bloop, stick your hand right in. That's how you do it.
It worked for the turtles. Might as well work for me.
They were turtles. They didn't stick it. They got the juice. They got the fucking ooze dropped on them. They didn't go looking for it.
Touche.
They're in the sewers just doing turtle stuff.
And they're
Splash.
just, oh, shit.
Oh, they couldn't even think it. They're fucking turtles. You know what they're thinking?
Blip, blip.
You know who it didn't work out for? Anybody in alien movies. Touch this fucking egg. Oh, what's happening?
Ninja Turtles and Alien are very different movies.
I know, but
I feel like ooze usually doesn't work out. I mean, look at Ivan Ooze. That's brain control right there. Then you almost get walked off a cliff.
That's no good.
Which, Jesus Christ, I had never thought about that until recently. Just every parent in town about to commit suicide off a... Is that a quarry? In the middle of a fucking city?
yeah. Well, it's like a construction site. I think they're like breaking ground for like a building or
Okay.
some shit, and they're just like,
I haven't
Oh,
seen that movie in a while. So.
oh shit! There's emu
Yeah, so we'll go back to this green goo because it pops out and it grabs Victor. Oh no!
Whoa!
And God.
And it's not flubber.
That's a friendly green goo.
Yeah, it's the one exception. And so yeah, this is where Sue now tries to get them back. So this is where I was like, I thought she was.
Yeah, they start
she's-
climbing back up the fucking mountain that they climbed down.
Yeah.
Then that's when Victor gets grabbed. He's like, Reed, help me.
So they're
As he's like disintegrating.
Yeah.
so they're climbing a mountain in the negative zone
Yeah.
on negative Earth.
Sure.
Planet,
Yeah.
Was it
Planet Zero?
Earth Zero?
Yeah.
Planet Zero? Something like that.
Yep. So yeah, Sue's trying to get them back, typing away on shit. And but yeah, then we get the classic them getting hit with stuff that turns their powers into them.
Well,
so
no, two of them get hit with stuff.
well, Ben gets hit with like a rock or
No, he
something.
gets, but rocks are somehow just like magnetized to him.
Yeah.
Because he's like in their back, they're back in the capsule now. And he's like trying to shut the door. He's like, I can't shut the door. And then he's just getting pelted with rocks. Like, they're not flying or anything. There's just rocks flying into his fucking cabin.
Damn.
Like, for some reason, the rocks specifically hate him.
Just fuck this guy.
This guy, he's not even a scientist.
fuck you.
Yeah,
I'm coming for you. What is it?
pretty much.
It's the rock. It's the rock. What is it? What is it?
So then Johnny, like, his glass breaks and gets hit with fire. He's like, ah, I'm on fire.
I'm on fire.
He just lights on fire.
And then Reed is just in his, and then nothing happens.
But he's like stretching to reach for Victor.
No, Victor's
Kinda.
long gone.
Sure, right.
Victor's been eaten by that puddle a while ago. So he's literally just like in his pod, like, oh fuck.
And then something happens with Sue where she gets hit with like a blast,
Yeah,
and then
she
like
like
fades
pulls
in and
him
out.
back into regular Earth, and then there's a blast of energy because I don't know, the thing fucked up,
Yeah.
and then she gets invisible powers because
Why not just send her in with them? Like, if you're gonna make that the way that
Yeah.
she's a fucking downer and a nerd.
because she's a woman and she can't climb up.
We need the boys to get drunk. Hell yeah.
Fucking dumb broad.
So they got drunk, went to the negative zone, and got fucking
Climbed up some
powers.
mountains
and
and
climbed a
shit.
mountain. What the fuck is happening?
I mean, does it make any less sense than going out into space and getting hit with?
They're not drunk in space.
I mean, that's true.
But there was no explanations in the other movies we covered. They just showed up back on Earth and they're like, well,
That's true. That
We're
is
safe.
very fucking true.
I was more saying just like in
Damn.
general the origin. Does getting negative zone, getting drunk in the negative zone?
I guess at least we got some exposition here versus just waking
cut.
up in a bed. It's like there's a solar storm.
oh, hey.
Waking up in a bed. Powers now. Sweet. Craziness.
Yep. And so they're back now, and yeah, it causes like a blackout and stuff in the city, just like it did when he was young.
Whoa.
So then Reed wakes up, and pretty like horror movie-ish right now,
It's real horror movie.
because
Well, that's
Ben
literally
is
what
just
he said.
screaming under a rock.
And he's like, Reed, help me! Reed!
You think
No.
he's under the rocks, but it's actually just him. Because
But he is like he doesn't even have like a formula.
No.
He's just a big old pile of fucking rocks.
yeah. Yep. And like
Orange rocks.
Yeah.
yep. And Johnny's on fire right now. I
He's just
think.
laying there on fire.
He's just
Nobody's
passed
even
out.
trying to put it. Well, I guess there wasn't a lot of people in the lab at that point.
And then Reed like looks down at his legs, and it's like all stretched out.
Well, he's
and
crawling
shit.
towards the pile of rocks. Like he sees his legs are trapped, and he's like, oh, and he starts crawling towards.
Oh,
He just starts crawling towards.
That sounded like Swedish Chef.
so good.
Oh man. But yeah, he's trying to crawl towards Ben, and then he looks back, and he's like, "My legs are long. Whoa!" And then I think he passes out.
Yeah, he just
Let her in my pocket.
Oh my!
so
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
And then we cut to like Area 51. I think it's called like Area 57 or
Yeah.
something in this.
It's Area 57.
Yeah. And
Because
so
it's in the mountains.
yeah, instead of the desert, you know. So we cut to there, and they're like all the Fantastic Four are being studied, and Reed is like spread out,
Yeah,
like
he's just like stretched out on a fucking.
just
It's weird.
yep. And it just looks painful and gross. Like he's just all stretchy and like
He's like, "Hey, move your finger." And he's like, "Where's my friends?"
it's like we talked about. Nothing happy about this movie. Like, there's no like, wow, we have powers. Just power. They're just like dying on a table, and you're like, this is. I'm not having fun.
Yeah, it's not fun at all.
It's Swedish Chef.
Just make a Muppets
Ben
version
Grimm,
of
a
this.
pile of rock. Oh, shit.
So eventually, Reed, I think he hears Ben screaming for him or just screaming in general.
Yeah.
So he escapes. He like
Pulls
wiggles his
himself
way out of the straps and
Just screaming in general.
I think it shows them all. They're like Johnny's literally just laying on a table on fire,
Damn.
and then they're
Who
like,
put him on the table?
"That's a good question. I don't know.
Grabbing him with.
I don't know. A big old pair of tongs.
like a pizza peeled, sliding under.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Big old forklift.
Yeah, and I think they're like shows through. They're like, she's shifting in and out of the visible spectrum. Okay.
What Grimm's
And then they just put a
of
pile of rocks in the fucking room.
Like, this pile of rocks is making weird noises, man. Just toss it in that room. We'll figure it out later.
They scoop him up with a fucking front end loader or some shit. Like,
What if they missed
how'd
a
they
piece?
get him in the room?
I don't know.
They just, one rock at a time. Just
I don't know.
well, these orange ones are different. So we
No, they're all orange.
Just like ripping his arm off. Like, all right, throw this one in there.
help me read.
Yeah, and then Reed does hear him just scream and like, Reed. Like, how long has he been like, Reed, help me, Reed?
It's like Loki. I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Yeah, so he's like crawling through the vents, but I think he's also like stretching out
Yeah.
because he looks like a big old slug or something.
Yeah, he like reaches out and like puts his fingers in like
Lisa
the
Naga
vent
ape?
slips.
He's like, okay, yeep. Yeah, and he looks down through a vent because there's always just vents you could look down through, and he sees the pile of rocks. But I think it is starting to have like an arm in his face and like part of his torso. He's like, he sees him up in the vent. He's like, Reed, help me. He's like, nah, and just leaves.
Yep, just leaves it.
His best bud.
It's
Yeah,
family.
Science fair buddies at the
Family.
elementary school.
Fuck him.
I think he says, I'm sorry, and just leaves.
Why?
Because he's a piece of shit. This movie sucks.
I mean, he might not know how to help him. I get that.
He's the smartest man alive.
But like,
Figure something
you
out.
would think you would try, be like, I'm gonna try to save you, buddy. But like, sorry. Like, if you guys were a pile of rocks, I'm gonna try to do. Like,
Thanks.
Put me in a cool garden
and
somewhere.
chisel me
you
Yeah,
know?
I'll make a patio out of you. Yeah, something. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
if I
smart
wake
to
up-
like fix you, but I'll be like,
Try and
Come
chisel
here.
me out a nice dick or something.
I'll make you into one of those Roman statues. Just
Nice.
with
balls out.
With the beer though.
Just a constant drip of beer in your mouth.
I'll just set you in this room.
It's like a water fountain, but it's just like attached to a keg, and
It's
it just
like
like
those-
drips down into your mouth the entire time.
It's like those little pissing boy statues where you're just pissing into just into the flowers.
Just recycles the beer the entire time.
Oh. That just means you're drinking your own piss.
Yeah, but you're a rock, so yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you're
Can
right.
he taste things?
Oh no.
Well, in the new one, he puts that sauce in his
Yeah.
mouth. He's like, hey, do good.
Yep.
Yeah, he definitely. So I think that the new one, he has organs like
Well, I think
fleshy.
this one is all depressing, so I'm assuming he can't taste shit.
Yeah, he's probably just pure rock.
Yeah.
Like the other one, like the last rendition.
Yeah.
Well, he had rocky organs. I'm assuming this one, he's literally just rocks.
Yeah,
Because, like, this is sad. You're sad. You're a big old sad rock.
he just is rock.
Yeah. I mean, he was a pile of them until he started forming himself. So, yeah, probably doesn't have any organs. Anyway,
Crazy.
yeah. So Reed escapes, runs away, and then 1 year later,
Yeah, time jump.
yep, and we see that the
Because you don't want to see them
yeah
learning their
Suffering.
powers.
nah
You don't want to see them learn to use and control their powers. No, it's like 1 year later. Hey, we're cool.
yep.
Sweet.
So now we see that the other members are being used as military tools with their new suits to help their powers.
Except the thing.
Yep, things naked.
Also, do you remember that fucking scene from the trailers where he's like walking out of the back of a plane, they drop him like directly into a tank, and it looks fucking sweet? Not in the movie.
Take that.
That's from the good version.
Probably. There it
That's
is.
from the good version.
That's
Hey,
the only
trank
thing.
cut.
That's the only thing that makes it good.
Petition for the trank cut.
No,
no.
don't.
Remember rule number 1.
And we also see, we were talking about this in the other episode, we know his weight
Ooh,
in this one. 540 pounds.
a fat fuck.
That seems light.
I know, I was thinking
Rock
that too.
seems very
I was
light.
thinking that too.
Because he's very tall.
Dude,
Yeah.
he should be like, dude,
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about like just a stoop, you know, like how fucking heavy one of those slabs is. Do you need like
540 pounds, probably.
you need like 5 fucking dudes to lift that motherfucker,
A
dude.
little pizza oven out there is 1,100 pounds.
Yeah, that's more like it. That's what I would expect. But it's like a man-sized just rock. Damn, dude.
What if it's just that outer layer and it's just like a fucking centimeter thick?
It's like wrapping paper of rock.
Whatever, dude. That's crazy. He's a lightweight.
540, that's stupid.
A lightweight, dude.
God, this
That's
movie's
two
sad.
dudes. That's 2 grown men who are like, 250 apiece.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be
I mean, close to.
Two-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's around
Roughly.
about 2 guys.
Yeah. 2 big dudes or
2.5 guys.
3
270?
regular
Yeah,
dudes. I
you'd
don't
have
know.
to be 2. Yeah, like 270, 280.
But crazy. Anyway, and we also see that Thing has like he's been, like we said, used as a military tool or whatever.
A naked tool
Yeah, and
with no tool.
exactly.
got him. That's right, you fucking lightweight rock bitch.
Got him again.
Lightweight rock bitch.
We see his after action report that the military is showing him, but it really should just be like a carnage report because he is just murdering people. It says on the screen that he's killed in this mission 43 people.
Oh my god! I didn't see that.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
With his bare hands.
I mean, he's like throwing tanks and stuff.
Yeah. Just smashing people.
Holy
Clobbering them.
Yeah.
shit. See, like, that weight doesn't match up to that type of strength. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I don't know. The movie sucks. What do you want me to tell you?
We could try to come up with some solution, but I don't really feel like it.
Me either. I'm not justifying this shitty fucking movie.
Yeah.
Yep. And so then this is where Sue, she's on some computer again because that's what she does.
Yeah. Basically,
And-
the entire movie's just.
Yeah. We see that Reed is like in their system because she sees the name like Nemo or whatever.
Yeah,
which
Captain
is,
Nemo.
Yeah.
Which,
The
wow,
book.
Reed, smartest man in the world using Captain fucking Nemo. The one book he showed her as his cover, idiot. Bad movie.
So
At least Sue's not naked, you know? Like,
I would have preferred it.
because that would have been some enjoyment, but no, they didn't.
She's completely covered this entire movie.
as we, like, talked about in the last episode. Poorly written women. I'd have preferred it. At least it's a good, badly written.
It's not good bad. It's bad. She's
This
literally
one's just all
listening.
bad.
She's just listening to music, playing fucking.
I meant
computer
like
games.
Naked Sue is good bad writing. This is just bad.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
what
yeah.
we're saying here. Sorry,
Nice.
it is confusing. Nice.
Don't even get to see any poop.
At least it would have been something nice. But no.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we see that Reed is in like a Panama or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
he like changes his face around to look like
Yeah.
just a random dude.
Which like
Isn't that cultural appropriation?
you know, like
Ooh, yeah.
realistically, good idea. If you can shapeshift your face, yeah, you could just be whoever you want.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little weird in the movie where he's like changing his eye shape and like tone of his skin. You're like,
Yeah.
it's a little.
That's pushing the limit. I mean, it's like we all have eyes. Like we know what people look like,
Yeah.
but it's like
Yeah. It's
blackface territory, man. Like,
weird one.
jeez.
I mean, it's not literally Miles Teller in a fucking.
I know.
Yeah,
It's just. Oof.
it's weird. Though.
Hey, we already have established this. Reed's a freak. Dude. He's a freak. Wouldn't doubt it if he did it in the comics.
So yeah, then we see that Reed built his own suit.
Oh yeah, because they all need suits to control their powers.
What?
Yeah.
Except Thing because he's a naked rock.
He's a big rock.
Thing can just he can just do it. He's good.
But the rest of them need suits.
Yep,
And has
also-
Sue ever displayed any powers yet?
Yeah.
a little
Oh,
bit.
okay.
Yeah, like you
Yeah,
see
a little
some little montage of it because you see like Johnny throwing a fireball at a target or something in the military base. I don't know.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, she can try and like make other things invisible too. And they're like, oh, sweet.
Cool.
Ooh.
And then also the suits look like absolute ass.
Do they
Look
really?
terrible.
It's like you remember in
Look
No Way Home when Spider-Man like reverses his suit and it's all wiry and stuff. It looks like that.
Oh.
Like, Google it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Do I look up Fant4stic?
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, the military then attacks Reed, and he uses his power to fight some soldiers, which is that it's actually like a pretty cool way of using his powers. Like he actually does some cool stuff, like reaching
Yeah,
out
it's just
to
kinda
a
like-
tree and like slingshotting himself at people and
Yeah.
like so some cool moments. But
I mean, how far? We're like an hour into the movie now, aren't we?
oh, this is getting pretty. This is like my last bullet. We're getting to
Yeah,
the
I know.
end.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're very far into the movie, and they're like just using their powers.
Mhm. And it's also. Did you
He's
find
looking
it?
at.
I saw the suits. I will say, Thing looks cool if he had fucking pants at least. But like, I don't know, his design's all right. Like he looks huge and menacing. That's kind of cool. But that's not his thing.
It's
It's
not
very-
hard to get a big rock guy bat or wrong. What the fuck was I
He has
saying?
a freaking cone head, though. I feel like he's got a very spiky head.
He looks like fucking Korg. Or
Yeah,
Korg.
Korg, yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Korg is what he does. You know, just an orange Korg. But yeah, the suits look
You know, Korg was orange in the comics.
really
Yeah,
They changed it because they look too much like Thing.
maybe.
probably.
I didn't
yeah.
look into it.
Anyway,
Good change. These are not good changes. I don't like that costume design at all.
yeah.
Especially the fact that he needs the suit to just bring his arms back after he stretches them out. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, very weird.
How's the suit stretching? That whatever.
Yep.
Past
Don't
it,
even bother.
It never matters.
I'm not justifying.
Yep.
Like there's a lot whatever. What was the last one we were doing? Oh yeah, the other
Silver
Fantastic
Surfer,
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try and justify things in that. This one, I'm not trying.
Nah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like we were saying, military's fighting him, uses some cool powers, but did you notice how weirdly green screened he was in this? Like,
Yeah, I
he's
did. It looked like the new Captain America.
yeah,
Probably
he-
the reshoots.
well, and like there was some behind the scenes of him, so it looks like that was what the case was. But there were also those fights with Miles Teller and the director and stuff. So like he might have just refused to be on set with them, and they just like had to film him in like a separate green screen room.
somewhere else, like, in his trailer or some shit.
Yeah.
He's like, look, I'll run in my trailer.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's a big fucking trailer.
Well, you just get on a treadmill. And just,
Yeah.
It's weird. But then the Thing arrives
Whoa.
and headbutts Reed, captures
Well,
him.
like he goes, like he's obviously sees him. He's like, "Oh fuck, Ben, dude, whoa!" And he's like, "Why'd you leave?" He's like, "I'm useless to everybody." Then he headbutts him.
Yep.
Also, like
supposed to be
headbutting,
best friends. Man.
headbutting Mr. Fantastic, the man made of fucking rubber.
Yeah, he would just boing.
yeah,
Wouldn't matter.
yeah. But no,
His brain could go into his ass, right? Like he could put his brain somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
You
Why
just-
not?
he could probably just like move his brain through his entire fucking body at once.
Like an octopus.
Oh my god!
right around. He could just make a hole where his head, where the punch
He
is
could've
coming
just
or whatever. You know?
Bent his fucking yeah. But no, he's like whack and knocked out cold. And then they
He did say he was useless, which is our catch line for Thing.
For
So.
a thing,
He's more useless. God, this movie's bad.
This
All right,
movie's
let's just
useless.
fucking
Yeah,
knock
that's
this
that's,
All right, Max,
that's it
get-
for the middle. So
Just fucking knock this out. I'm sick of this.
ramrod it. Let's go.
All right, so Reed, he's put in a big old fucking box and flown on a plane. And he arrives at the site and helps them fix the teleporter by, guess what?
Sue.
No, he did.
Oh.
He does it this time.
Oh, just
He's like,
clicking.
oh, you got a couple lines of code wrong. And they're like, that's it? He's like, yeah, you fucking morons.
which also again like just boring science stuff. Like they're just in like a tiny little room. And he's like, get out of here! I'm gonna type this. And you're like, oh, all right, that's it.
Wow.
Okay, well,
Wow, what a fun movie.
uh-huh.
All right, so they see that Planet Zero, or see that the Planet Zero, and it looks like different. There's no more green glow. Why is that?
Oh, I guess we'll find out.
Sure will.
Because Von Doom sucked it off.
Oh! But accurate.
Hey.
All right, so then they all fucking teleport, or at least teleport like a group of soldiers there, I
Some
guess.
goons.
Yeah, just a bunch of goons. Literally just head to toe wearing black goons.
Goons.
And
Goons.
then they, they're all like, whoa, wow, there's a heat signature out there. They're in a hooded figure approaches them and just kind of limps towards the shuttle.
Oh no,
Guess who it is? It's goddamn Victor. Oh my god.
he's alive.
And his design is just...
We'll get there in just a second. They bring him back, obviously. And then we see that he is just kind of like fused with the suit and just looks like shit being held together by a layer of cum. With
I
some
didn't want
green
to have that
highlights.
picture in my head, but thank you so much.
With some green stuff on it.
Like dried cum?
I don't know.
What's the consistency?
Sorry to get vulgar,
Well,
but
it's
like you
gotta
went
be.
there.
It's gotta be dried because he doesn't look.
He looks crusty.
He does look crusty.
just pussy.
You know what? Google it. I mean, you've
I
probably
know
seen
what
the
it's.
clips.
I know what it looks like. It is very, very bad. Like, I just have never heard it described like that.
Well, it's because he's brown under a weird, like, filmy layer of white with some green stuff on it.
It's not accurate.
It's not accurate.
I mean, I tried to think of the most disgusting way to put it, so
Terrible.
because this is a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Anyway, Victor wakes up. I think he's basically like, "Hey, I want to go back," and there's like, "No," and so he just starts murdering everyone. Literally, just like looks at people and their heads explode.
At least this is kind of fun.
Yeah, that's like void shit.
Yeah, and then he literally just like looks at a wall, blows a hole in the fucking wall, and then he's just literally blowing shit up with by looking at it. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, that's accurate Doom, I guess.
But
little
he
bit.
uses like magic and tech, not eyeballs.
Yeah, not just looking.
Also, this seems like a cop out on VFX because he's literally just like looking at stuff, and people are like, oh,
There's no like waves of energy or
No.
anything. Yeah, you're right.
people
That is
just
a
fall the
cop-out.
fuck over.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably part of the reshoots where it's like maybe he had powers in the fucking trank cut.
Yeah, so he's like back at the machine, and then Franklin pops down in front of him. He's like, no, you can't go back. And then he fucking, I don't know, not magnetizes, fucking like microwaves him.
Everybody else, he like pops their head, and then he just goes, and just kind of like zaps him.
There's like a
oh.
weird flash. It looks like the rims of his fucking glasses glow. So that's why I say I think he microwaves him real quick, and then he's just like, "Ugh." And then he fucks off back to his dimension because he's calling it his dimension. And then, yeah, I'm gonna get to that in just a second. Anyway, Sue and the other three, they kind of like find Franklin on the ground. Of course, he's got his last words. I think he's like, protect each other or some shit like that, some cliche shit. And then Victor, of course, wouldn't you know it, sets up a skybeam.
Wait, and okay, cool.
Yeah,
Like, isn't Franklin Richards like? Isn't he the kid of Sue?
I'm assuming they name their kid after the father.
Oh, okay. I don't know who their parents
Did I say
are.
Franklin Richards? I meant Franklin Storm.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
s-
I might have typed that in wrong. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm assuming that's what they're going with there. They're like Franklin because
Yeah,
Sue and Reed have Franklin.
yeah.
yeah.
I don't even know. Is that even part of it? I just realized that. I don't know.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
don't know.
it's a sidetrack. But the Skybeam is just obviously ridiculous.
What do you mean? They're so cool. It's sucking all the resources from Earth. We've never seen that happen. Anyway,
The best Skybeam, Man of Steel. Prove me wrong.
I mean, that was like a dubstep skybeam.
Prove me wrong. It's the
I don't
only
know.
acceptable-
Skybeams are fucking stupid.
That's an
I'm
acceptable
fucking over
one.
them.
I am over them, but that's an acceptable
I
one.
think
to
we're
me.
finally getting away from the skybeams.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been what a fucking decade of
Yeah.
skybeams.
Looks like there's a Skybeam in James Gunn.
Mother.
There's
God.
there's something in the sky shooting shit. Remember when he's
Oh,
fucking?
that's not a skybeam. That's a sky monster. And the Superman you're
He's
talking,
gonna be shooting a Skybeam. I'm telling you.
the big old fucking floating monster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a living thing. I'm assuming there's some kind of robot.
Yeah.
I don't know. At least it's not literally just like a stationary fucking beam
Yeah.
shooting up into the goddamn sky.
I agree.
All right, so Sue and what? The Thing and Reed get in their bubble, float off up into the sky, and Johnny just flies next to him, and they
Yeah.
teleport to the planet Zero, even though somehow they use the skybeam to transport there.
Yeah.
I don't know how it makes sense. Whatever. Stop asking questions. I'm over this movie. So they all try to fight him. They punch him. Basically, they just all like punch him once. He's like, "Ha, no, it's not gonna work."
Foiled again.
Yeah, and then they like all. I think he just throws a bunch of rocks at them all.
Yeah.
He loves rocks, which is weird.
He inherited it from the planet.
Oh my
the,
god,
The planet hates people. Now he hates people. Oh,
the planet loves throwing rocks at people.
Yep.
He loves throwing rocks at
that's
people.
it.
Are they orange?
What is that?
No, these ones are kind of like brown and shitty. Yeah, I think, yeah, they all try and punch him. Doesn't really work. Reed talks to him. Victor says, "There is no Victor, only doom." So, Reed tosses him down a valley, just enough time to give a speech to the other four to be like, "Hey, we should work together."
He can beat us all individually, but not together.
Whoa. And then I guess there's some fun teamwork. I didn't really see it. I think they just kind of, they all just like punch him again.
I mean, basically, but like, I don't know, Johnny shoots some fire at him. Mostly it's Sue who does more fun stuff in this.
Oh, yeah,
Which-
she's just kind of like
shock.
cloaking them all.
Yeah, like Johnny shoots some fire at him, and then Sue like puts a bubble around him, so the fire is just contained on
Oh,
him.
yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
So
That's
like,
pretty cool.
Wow,
You
weird.
see
It's
that.
almost like they did that in the first Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
so like that, and I don't know, she like covers up one of his fireballs so that Doom can't smack it away, and then it hits him. And then, yeah, she turns the thing invisible. So,
He brings back his childhood trauma and says it's clobbering time.
that's right.
And punches him into the skybeam,
Yeah.
where he just disintegrates and disappears
Mm-hmm.
like a little fucking green fart.
Because going through the sky beam teleports you to the new world, but if you try to go back through it, then you disintegrate and die.
But the Fantastic Four go back through it and get back to
It's a
regular.
family. It's like the Guardians, They grab
Uh-huh.
hands, they can take the Power Stone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Doesn't fucking matter. It sucks. So the Fantastic Four are meeting with the military. They're like, hey, all right, we're going to need you to do this. And they're just like, no, you're going to give us money. And the government's like, oh, okay.
I guess so.
And they give them like this massive fucking research facility out in the fucking mountains.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a weird butler there. He's like, I guess I work from you now. It's like, what the fuck is this? And then, I don't know.
What?
The group stands there. Another one of those stupid fucking cliche moments. They're all just standing like, hey, we're a team. We need a name. We're like, how about...
Yeah.
No, they say a bunch of dumb names. And then Reed's like, or I think... No, the thing's like,
Ben,
hey, this place, it's pretty fantastic. And then Reed's like, what'd you say? Say that again. He's like, it's pretty fantastic. He's like, I got a name. How about the black screen? Done.
One of the worst ones ever, dude.
Yeah.
It is. On all of it. Like, everybody's top charts of worst lines where it's that their title has been said. That is one of the worst.
Yeah.
One of the worst across the board.
And that's
pretty
it.
brutal.
We're finally done.
Oh, thank God. It's an hour too long. It's an hour we'll never get back. That's an hour you'll never get back.
I think we should have cut it after I said whatever tranquil.
We should have just
20
ended
seconds
while,
in.
while we were hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. We had some fun. I think we tried to, we made it fun.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
I hope so. It's tough.
Hopefully this was way better than the fucking movie.
We
I
had
feel like it's
to.
pretty hard not to be
Yeah.
better than that movie.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, I
I
guess.
feel bad for the actors, honestly,
Yeah.
after hearing about all the drama and like all the bullshit. I feel bad for the director too, if that's the case, that the studio was pushing some bullshit, which I don't know what they could even be pushing, because there wasn't like any like crazy stuff that was shoved down your throat. Like what you
Yeah.
usually see, like that focus group shit that we've seen before, where
Yeah.
it gets too much. Like,
Yeah.
But no, there was like nothing really crazy heinous. Like, it was just bad.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yep.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it, but like I had just heard about it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
for
sound
an
that
hour.
great.
No.
No, it was
And
terrible.
we tried to make it sound great. And
No.
it still didn't
Did we
sound
try
great.
and make it sound great? Or we
Well,
just
towards
ripped
the
one on
end,
it the whole
it
time?
got worse. But like,
We tried to make it more fun than it actually was. Like, that was
Yeah.
like the biggest thing. It's just, it's not fun. Like, their powers aren't fun. There's no, like, redeeming, story arcs with anybody. Like, Reed leaves his friends and then just shows back up a little bit later, and now all of a sudden, like, we need to be a family again and defend each other. What the fuck are you talking about? Like,
you've been gone.
That was literally like fucking 5 minutes at the
Yeah.
fucking military.
When did you learn this lesson?
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the part where he sees Ben, like as he's escaping, Ben's literally like reaching up towards him, like, "Oh, Reed, help!" He's like, "Oh,
Nope.
ew,
I'm sorry.
ew," and just leaves.
Ew, dude.
It's like the fiance from the other movie just leaves him.
That's what it is, dude. He saw that movie and was like, we got to do this, but in a different way. Oh, dude, it hurts. That's exactly what it was, man. No, dude, that tweet trank, it can't save you, brother. It can't save you, dude. Even if there is a trank cut out there, it probably sucks, too.
Probably.
Yeah. It's just, I don't really have any other final thoughts. It was bad, not fun. Yeah, I think you're saying I feel bad for everybody involved, because it sounds like it was just miserable for
Well, it's
everybody.
like-
So
And there's like big time actors. Like
Yeah.
Miles Teller has good movies, and fucking Michael B. Jordan
Yeah.
has good movies. Like,
I
dude,
mean, Kate Mara's got a few good ones
Yeah.
too.
fucking A, dude. I mean,
Was she
these
a
are
Bond
like,
girl at one point?
ooh,
I think she might have been, but I can't remember.
damn. That's a good question.
Damn, I mean,
Wasn't she? She was in Shooter, wasn't she?
Yeah.
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 Shooter, that's a great movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, what was it? Oh, something just popped in my head. Now it's gone. Yeah, whatever. Probably wasn't that important.
Yeah. Nothing
Yeah.
about this movie is important, except for this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie melted your brain. Is what
Yeah.
happened.
Oh, it was just that. Yeah, I think Miles Teller just came off of that
The drummer
Yeah.
movie
Whatever the fuck is that?
with fucking Omni-Man.
Yeah. Jay Jonah.
Yeah. And he is like
Whiplash,
Omni-Man.
right? Is that what that's called?
Whiplash,
Yeah, that's
yes.
And that was like I'd never seen it, but that was like a critically acclaimed movie. So he was like, he was pretty popular at that point. And then he hops on this and
I've just seen a lot of clips from that movie, and it looks like it actually looks like a really good movie. he looks like
another one. And he's like yelling
just
at
a
him.
Triple J seems real mean in that.
dude, just like a horrible person, man. But I want to see it.
Yeah.
Sure, I could find it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure I could.
All right.
There's
Well,
so much other better stuff that I want to watch.
yeah, that's true.
I got video games to play.
Exactly.
I don't feel like watching Miles Teller for a fucking hour and a half.
Getting scolded.
You suck! You suck! You suck! All right, Jesus.
Yeah, Miles Teller's in Top Gun. Michael B. Jordan has fucking Rocky, or like Apollo. or
Killmonger
Creed,
a few
my bad.
years later.
Yeah, Killmonger, which he one of some people's one of favorite villains. Like one of my favorite villains. But yeah,
Hey, Bombay.
Mbafa.
All right. Well, I don't
Let's
think
put
it,
a bow on this.
Yeah.
There's no
I'm
final
good.
thoughts. It sucks. Don't watch it. I guess
Watch us.
they watched it for you.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
Fuck you.
I recommend not watching it. It doesn't sound like it would be fun.
Nah,
No,
save
I mean, you
yourself.
basically watched it if you listened to us talk about it for an hour.
Yep.
There you go.
All right. Well, if you want some extra episodes, you can go to patreon.com/3beersdeep podcast. You can go to YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok at 3BD podcast.
That's right.
If you want to email us your thoughts on this or anything else, 3beersdeep podcast, all spelled out, at gmail.com. And then don't forget to like and subscribe and give a 5-star rating with whatever you listen to. And we'll catch you next time on 3 Beers Deep.
Later, nerds.
Drink up.